The situation with correspondent banking in the Eastern Caribbean has improved, said Timothy Antoine, Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Correspondent banking institutions enable cross-border financial transactions or payments to occur, but such banks were being placed under pressure in countries such as the United States with new penalties on breaches of money laundering and terrorism. To reduce their risk, some correspondent banks ceased doing business with Caribbean-based commercial banks. For St. and Nevis, the consolidation of banks seemed to have helped, as Governor Antoine recently explained.
So the situation has stabilized for the most part, and part of that is the truth. The truth is that with the consolidation in the banking sector, with the purchase of the Canadian operations by our indigenous banks, Scotia, RBC, and now of course there's discussion about FCIB, our indigenous banks have actually become larger. So if you think of Bank of Nevis, for example, it's now $1 billion bank, 5 billion or whatever the size is. So they have become more attractive for the correspondent banks. So that pressure has eased. So just to say, stabilized, but we remain very watchful with respect to correspondent banks. They're very important for what we do, trade, business. And what are the concerns that the financial community has? They're concerned about money laundering. They're concerned about terrorist financing. They're concerned about proliferation financing. They're concerned about fraud. They're concerned about tax evasion. These are some of the risks that are presenting or they are concerned about. Have to be responsible, and we are. So we take steps at great cost, to protect our financial systems. And not just the ones here in the currency union, but the global financial system of which we are part. So that work will never end. It's a constant attention to detail with respect to the banking system and our engagement with the correspondent banks. But in some, stabilized, and we remain very vigilant.
Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.